sure you addressed the current events at the top of this podcast. I skipped over most of it, as you may have heard. I just sort of trashed Trump for not having the fucking humanity to trash, some of the dumbest people on the planet, and actually blaming the people that they attack. Also, I just don't fucking get it. He goes, I'm pretty moderate and have the same Ron Paul ideas about government as you seem to have. Sorry about the generations, trying to keep it tight. Yeah, dude, I don't even know what the fuck I believe anymore. He said, I watch my Facebook feed all day denounce white people. All right, first of all, why would you go on a Facebook feed? Are you trying to depress yourself? Are you trying to make yourself upset? Why would you go on there? What did you do next? Did you go on Twitter and look up hashtag white people so you can infuriate yourself more and get an even more delusional view of what the population is like? I don't know. I mean, if you watched all that shit about the Klansmen, you'd think that every white person was in the Klan. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Anyways, plowing ahead here. He says, I look white, but I'm first-generation American, with my parents coming from Italy. Okay. Yeah, you're Italian. Okay, I get it. All right. My policy on making general statements about entire races is I don't. In stereotypes, sure, white people love things like jarred jams, but in criticism, I never say white people or black people. Because if history has taught us anything, it's the dumbest thing period. I think he meant to say the dumbest thing you can do. He goes, I'm tired of it. All day, white people this, white people that. I voted for Barack the first time. I hate Nazis, and it's fucking pathetic that I have to say that out loud. I think Trump is a cunt. I hated Hillary. I don't wish for the South to rise again. I'm not offended as a white person. I'm just tired of the laziness of it. Am I way off here? Look, I know what you're saying, but dude, it's like, is this the worst thing you have to deal with? You got to expect people in a highly emotional state, all right? Such as this, when you're in a highly emotional state, you're going to say stuff in a way that you wouldn't if you were a little more relaxed. And then secondly, if you're going to fucking go on a Facebook feed and get upset, I don't have any sympathy for you. Like, it's a Facebook feed. The qualifications to comment on Facebook is you have to be smart enough to sign up for Facebook. That's it. So that's it's not a think tank. It's not a TED Talk, which even those things I'm starting to think are just a fucking bunch of snake oil salesmen. Everybody acting like something fucking amazing is happening, because somebody's up there with a laser pointer talking about the future. Yeah, I mean, all right, I understand what you're saying. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. There are times where I'll see like these people being applauded for shit that they're saying, and when I'm listening to what they're saying, it's like if you took out white people there and then you inserted black people like that, and that person was white, they would be in trouble. However, you do have to take it with a grain of fucking salt because of the great fucking life that you have. All right? And I don't know. I think you should maybe try. I would try to listen more to what the overall point is rather than wasting time being offended. I'm a white guy. My fucking life is great. I can pretty much go wherever the fuck I want to go. I go down to the mall. I buy a T-shirt. Nobody fucks with me, right? I'm not saying it's easy. But I mean, compared to what other people fucking have, like this is the best, this is the inside lane, I could fucking look the other way, but there's definitely days, I'll say this, there's definitely days that, non-white people say some shit, or like, women will say stuff about men, being like, is so fucking overtly fucking sexist, and not only are you not being called out on it, you're being applauded for it like you're brave. And what you're saying is just as fucking ignorant as what the fuck you're doing. However, at the end of it, you kind of got to be like, well, because of what's happening, they're so fucking pissed. Like, I give it a little bit. Like, I give it a little, depending on my mood. I do that. But, all right, you know what the honest thing is? Is if I'm sitting there and the person who isn't white says it, I'll get into a debate with them. All right? But if I'm with all white people and they're complaining about it, I'll tell them to shut the fuck up. I think I'm just a contrarian. It all depends. I don't fucking know. But all I know is after watching all that fucking horrible shit, I just think, there's a certain level of empathy that you should try to tap into. Try to put yourself in other people's positions a little bit more. And I don't know, I guess to try to compensate for the astounding level of fucking ignorance that's out there, I guess you got to try to make yourself an even better person or somehow. I don't know what to tell you. Because I'll be honest with you, is when all people go, hey, I'm not in a fucking, I'm not in the Klan, I'm not a Nazi guy, I don't belong to a hate group, blah, 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 and all that shit. Everybody has their fucking issues. And when you're a comedian, it's like you're running for office. It's like you run this campaign that never fucking stops. And you're meeting people, like I was just in Red Bank, New Jersey. Now I'm in Tarrytown. Now I'm going to go to fucking L.A. The end of the month, I'm going to be in Boston and New Hampshire. Then I'm going to be in Mississippi and Alabama. Am I really promoting my upcoming dates, talking about racism? Look at me. Next thing, I should have Bobby Flay reading this. But the point is I'm going to meet all these fucking people. And I don't know. I got to be honest with you. Everywhere I go, no matter where I'm at, when I'm in a room and it's just all white guys of a certain age, my generation and older, you can literally take a fucking, I swear to God, like one of those sands of time timers and just go, okay, when is the N-word coming? I'm trying to remember the last time that, it doesn't happen every time, but I go in there and I literally start having anxiety. Going, oh, God. I look around, and what I'm doing is I'm judging, too. And I'm like, when's it coming? Someone's going to fucking say it, or someone's going to say something a little borderline. And it's depressing. Like, I was hanging recently on a road gig, and it was all white dudes in there, and Mayweather accused McGregor of saying something racist. And McGregor's going, I didn't fucking say anything racist, blah, 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 and all this type of shit, right? And then this random white guy is watching it. He goes, yeah, what's the big deal? He's like, this guy's an N-word and that guy's whitey. I mean, it's a fight. Who gives a fuck what you say? And I'm just thinking in my head, like, dude, they're not saying he said that. Like, but that is like, that's how his fucking brain processed that information. And it's I don't know. It's so fun. It's depressing. Because you know what it is? Everybody thinks they're smart. And everybody thinks they have it figured out. You know what I mean? Think about, when is the last time sometimes your conscience gets to you, but does your brain really ever say, like, it takes a lot to fucking admit that you're wrong. Regardless of color, sex, or anything, to be like, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I was wrong. I now realize how fucking ignorant. That takes and to truly mean it. Not to just get on the good side of your wife again so she'll bang you, right? To truly fucking sincerely mean it and then try to make it change. It takes a fucking lot. And for anybody. So, I don't know. So I've gone through things like, if somebody says that, what do? Do I fucking confront them? Do I get into the fucking debate? I've tried every fucking technique. Do I get up and walk out? Every fucking technique. Nothing works. Nothing fucking works. And it's depressing. So I try to avoid that social situation. Maybe that's what I'll do in the future. Anyways, that was like a time I don't remember where the fuck I was when I was in Durham, North Carolina, and that fucking guy goes, Bill, I like you, you're a good person, Bill, he goes, I like meeting good people. And I was like, oh God, here it comes. I like meeting good people. He's testing the waters. He's sticking his toe in, good Christian people, white people, and then boom, the fucking N-word comes. So that guy headed off at the pass. He said, Bill, I like meeting good people. I was just like, oh, yeah? Do you? I like meeting bad people. Who the fuck doesn't like making good people? And then he shut up. Then he shut up, and then he got really mad at me, you know, when I was talking about, you know, I don't know, like the Middle East or something like that. And I was just going like, dude, they're like us. You know what I mean? They got a couple of crazy fucking leaders, and then everybody else, there's a bunch of you and me walking around there trying to get a sandwich. You know? You and I were trying to get the fucking, the NBA package, and they're trying to, whatever fucking sport. What sport are they into over there? Soccer, right? Everybody's into the fucking soccer. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. I understand, you know, but I don't know. I don't have any fucking answers. I don't fucking know. All right.